Not only can you use Turnitin.com to look for plagiarism and also get grammar reports, you can also grade by rubric. So I'm going to click on a class here, period 1, and I have an assignment here, so I'll click here. And let's just look at this student's assignment. It's a simple paragraph. It'll call up in the feedback studio. And over here, this icon right here is the rubric form. So I click on that, and there's my rubric. It's down here. Now, if I want to see the whole thing, I can click this little sprocket, and it'll call up the rubric so I can see it, or I can just print it and have it sitting next to me. So I read the paper, go through the paper, and then I use the slider to indicate what grade I want to give this student. And you just use the slider, and as you move this slider, you'll notice down here the detail changes. So you can read, okay, if I'm giving this student a 4, what does a 4 mean for evidence? And then I can adjust it as appropriate here. And then I just scroll down, development. Again, I can see emerging means this, what's said here, and advanced means what's said here. As you know, you'll notice that as you move these sliders, the grade is going to ever increase. Go to organization, and I'm just randomly selecting things here, so I'm not actually grading the student's paper. Conventions. Now I have a score, and when I'm satisfied with my grading, I'll just click apply to grade, and then you will see the score, 18 out of 25 points, and that paper has been graded. And the beautiful thing about this is that it'll allow you to grade using a rubric that they can see. So I can, for example, I'll go down here to download, and I'm going to just download the current view and give it a moment. It's preparing the download. And there's the download. I'm going to click on that. What do they see? Okay, the title of the assignment, the submission date information. Here's their paper with the grammar check. And then down here it shows their points. It tells them some grammatical mistakes. And then it shows them on the rubric. Okay, I'm proficient here, and they can read what that's about. It shows for evidence, etc. And they can get a nice, powerful report on their paper. Now, as you're noticing, this is just a paragraph. But you can imagine how powerful this would be with an essay, to be able to go and click on a student's work and see what their grade is. So Turnitin.com has some wonderful features. I refreshed the page so you can see their score here. Has some wonderful features for finding plagiarism, similarities, grammar reports, and also grading by rubric. And then I can enter these into Echo or School Loop, however, whatever system that you're using. Can you import these grades into those systems? I'm not sure quite yet if that's possible or how you can do it. Technically speaking, it's just data. So we'll be researching how can we export data from one system to another system. But if you're looking for an interesting way to use rubrics while grading papers, this is a great way to do it because you have the rubric on one side, you have their paper here, you can adjust the size of this paper to suit your vision using this little slider down here, and you can also check other things, like for example I'll click on the ETS here and it's going to process, and we can see some grammatical mistakes. This is all information that the students can also view so that they can improve their writing and their work. So powerful tools. If you need help on this, just send me an email and I'll show you a little bit more about this system.